Hello, everybody. Um, so this is kind of new to me, but I'm gonna try something new, and I'm gonna make a ramble. So today I'm gonna make a theory about the new not Super Saiyan, but the new Gohan form that we see in the movie, officially known as Final Gohan. But nobody would call it that. It's Gohan Blanco, and we all know that. So, the basis of my theory is that I think it is an instinct form. You can see that instinct forms can be more than just Ultra Instinct. You can see in the Granola Saga that Vegeta explicitly says that Beerus taught him an instinct, but yet is far different from Ultra Instinct in every way, Ultra Ego. And this just shows that instinct forms can have very different and wilding, forms and abilities. For example, Goku and his super martial arts and ability to react without his body moving, and Ultra Ego's ability to get stronger while fighting. They both get stronger while fighting to an extent, but Ultra Ego is to a further, potency. Another thing, we see that in the chapter in the Granola Saga with Bardock, that when he accepts his true Saiyan nature to love fighting or whatever, and to never back down, that he gets a sort of instinct power, and that you can see because of the aura and the kind of shines in his hair that it's not just a regular power up. So, yeah. So he gets that instinct power up, and then Goku and Vegeta actually learn from this, and with this they are implied to hone their instinct forms to a far greater ability, because as Goku says, they accept their true nature and they stick to their convictions. And Monaito kind of implies that this is like what instinct powers kind of stem from. You can see this also with Beerus when he tries to get Vegeta to accept that the Saiyans were a brutal race and not atone for their sins, but acknowledge them and I guess kind of use that as their power. So yeah, you can also see with the final Gohan form that his eyes are like red with black pupils. This is kind of a staple of all instinct forms, mostly, as you can see with Ultra Instinct and his pupils and Ultra Ego. That's basically the meat and bones of it. It has some supplementary stuff that I want to talk about. It's not as concrete as the other stuff, I would say, but since we don't really have anything to explain this form right now, this is just a theory. So I'm just going to go over my thoughts about it and try to rationalize the form as best as I can. So there's this scan. I might put it in the video. I don't know or not. I'm putting this on video voice recorder. But there's this scan that that says that Ultimate Gohan is kind of a powered up version of Super Saiyan 2, but in base form. So what this leads me to believe is that because Gohan, when he went Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell Saga, I believe he had some sort of pseudo instinct amp, kind of like Bardock when he went Super Saiyan 2. And I think that what Gohan's instinct abilities stem from is it kind of comes from his innate potential and rage, which is why his Ultimate Gohan form is so much different than anything else we see from the Saiyan. So I think when he draws forth that inner instinct potential form, that it releases a hidden power within him. And when we see in the movie that I've heard that Piccolo said the exact same speech as the Cell Saga before Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 to Gohan, and that's sort of what made him go Gohan Blanco, but I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, it kind of helps confirm the point that Super Saiyan 2 in that saga was, not just regular Super Saiyan 2. There's also the fact that Gohan, later on, when he goes Super Saiyan, in the Buu arc, Super Saiyan 2, that is very obviously not as strong. And yes, this can also be attributed to him not training, but at the same time, he fights Deborah, who Goku puts on Super Perfect Cell's level. So, and even then, he says that he's a bit tougher later on when he actually sees him fight. And yet Gohan is still able to relatively keep up with him and fight. And if the difference was that much from not training, then Gohan probably would have just got mopped. So I'm thinking the main reason why he wasn't so powerful in the Super Saiyan 2 form in the Buu saga, was kind of because of him, not having that instinct amp. So you can also see that this is really, really out there. But with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, you can also see the same type of pupil surrounded by an eye color type thing. And this is basically unlocked by Vegeta, like, never giving up on his pride or whatever. It's been a while since I watched the Tournament of Power, but I'm pretty sure that's what caused it. So that kind of, with that pride, it kind of, leads into where Ultra Ego might come from. And it might be, a version of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution stem from his pride, because we all know that Vegeta is powered by pride, but in the Tournament of Power, he kind of, like, when he sees Toppo, like, giving up on everything he ever stood for, he's kind of reminded, or maybe not reminded, but it's kind of inferred that there's some Buu Saga themes going on there. That's why Vegeta kind of uses the final explosion, and also he berates him for giving up on his principles, basically. You look at the modern Vegeta saga, even when he sold his soul to Babidi, he never gave up on his pride. So I think that allowed him to harness a greater ability in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. And following this theory, I think he unlocked the instinct form based off of that. That is Ultra Ego. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. So in conclusion, I believe that Final Gohan, also known by the community as Gohan Blanco, is an instinct form unique to Gohan because of his innate potential and him finally realizing that potential in his fullest form of instinct. So gotcha. Bye. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to edit this video. It's just going to be a background of Gohan Blanco. So bye.